this is the video for the I think lecture 5 for recent trends of smart materials. And now from this session we will focus on how to learn from nature, or we call it the biomimetic, or some say biomimicry. It has slight difference but similar principles. Okay, let's dive into the intro. So if we trace back to nature, there are a lot of inventions and technological advances, okay, that uh, designers they have or they learn from nature. They get the inspirations from nature. We can divide all this approach uh, by imitation, inspiration, functional, and systemic. So learning from nature means we take the idea from nature and we can develop functional materials. Okay, but let's take a look at these four. Okay, imitations. First imitations. This is the easy design approach. We don't really think about the functions. We just make it uh, similar in physical form. Okay? I think that's easy. And then the next is the inspiration. So I think this mostly used by designers or artists. Okay, but imitation or inspirations, it's kind of not to. It's kind of difficult to separate. Okay, these two usually in same group. Okay, the next one is the essential one. Is the functional approach. So this is the preferable approach for today. So the idea is to learn how the nature works. We understand the scientific principles, okay, and how to implement the strategy in and combine with our knowledge to solve problems, or we can improve the existing solutions. And here is the, if one or two or maybe more functional approach combined together, the result is the fully integrated smart living materials. This is the really the ideal approach. Okay, but I think it is already fine if we just focus on the functional approach. Okay, so that's the intro, and we move to the motions. So from the nature we can observe. The easy one is the animal because they are moving. Okay, and also plant, they also move, like slightly move. Okay, and here is uh, the process or mechanism. Okay, when the muscle is contracting. Okay, so you can watch this video, okay, by yourself. So the idea is the inside the muscles, when you are moving your muscles, there are several chemical reactions inside it. Okay, some informations like a data transfer inside, and how the each of the tissue, okay, they know how to serve the purpose. Okay, like for example, if they are if they have the energy and they want to use the energy, how they are communicating each other. Okay, so this is important to learn how the muscles works. Okay, because we can also create a similar muscle. Okay, we call it the artificial muscles, because muscles, uh, we are using muscles because muscles is a fiber, okay, made of fiber, like a strand fiber, and it is collected, right? uh, if we think like a robot, like a robust robot, like from metals. Okay, uh, they are heavy. First, they are heavy, and they are uh, it's not ideal for human work. So if we want to make a robot that can do human work, we need to think to make at least the material similar to our muscles. So this is how we learn muscles. Okay, please watch this video. Okay, so let's see these artificial muscles. So there are various materials for artificial muscles. Um, one of them is magnetically activated materials or electroactive materials. Okay, and you can see this is the just examples. Okay, I will go through the mechanism. So this is the prototype that has been developed. This is old prototype, I think. Um, this is uh, the humanoid arm. Okay, how they work. So they are using the shape memory alloy for the actuators. So it can be triggered through stimuli. Maybe stimuli can be electric or heat. Okay? And also the second prototype is octopus arm. So here's the movement of the octopus arm. This is the prototype. Okay, so that's the mechanism. And this we have also the video. There are two video about the muscles, and I need you to watch these two videos. Okay, and then let me go back. This is all muscles. Okay, and then we go to plants. So here's the motion in plants. Okay, so we can classify the motion based on stimuli, elastic movement, defined spatial directions, tropic movement. Usually it's by gravity or light. So sometimes you see some plants or tree bend a little bit towards the sunlight, right? Yeah, that's the examples that proving the plants do move. Okay, but it's not like as observable as animals. Okay, so we see more here. We have the trigger pressure in plants. Okay, there are hydraulic pressure mechanism inside of plants, and they can move because of the differential in trigger, the pressure, and they have the fluid transport. Okay, and this is the example sandbox tree. Let's see more here. This is the complex movement by plants. So you see here, this is the Venus flytrap that can move really fast. Okay, 0.1 second, because they have the sensor, hairy sensor inside. So when any object comes, they will trap their prey here, their object. Okay? And also, this is like a suction. Okay, I didn't remember the name, but you can check the if you find the Venus flytrap, you see it will come along these plants. It is also moving really fast. It can suck the other object outside really fast. Okay, and the last video, this is the video proving that actually plants do some quote unquote communications. Okay, so through, like, they also can send a signal. Okay, so when you try to understand the idea behind the Venus flytrap, what's the sensor they are using. Okay, so they are not static, they are really dynamic. They know how long they need to open their mouth and close their mouth. So they are even though they have no brain in organ, they do think. Okay, they do think and they can communicate. Okay, So this is really interesting. You can watch it. Okay, please watch all these 3 video. Okay. Okay, and then the next part, the next part will be, so we have the animals, plants. At least we learn motions. Okay, so this first introduction for biomimetic is learning the motions. So this is the next lecture. The next recording is for the design from nature. Okay, so yeah, this is for the homework, for all homework that you need to do. Okay, please use it. Okay, this is the first homework. Okay, I believe all of you already submit the homework, and I already check all, and I will give some notes later. Okay, so this is the end of the video recording. See you on the other video, in the next video. Please watch. Okay, please watch video inside the file. I already sent all the file in the Prezi, I believe. Please watch it. And thank you for joining. See you on the next video.